So in today's lecture we are going to discuss Varignon's theorem, which is also called as principle of moments or moment theorem. So the statement is, in a given plane the algebraic sum of moment of all the forces is equal to the moment of resultant at same point. Okay, let's try to put this statement mathematical way. So what the statement is saying, in a given plane when a force system is there, okay, so if we calculate sum of moment generated by that each force, then it will be written down as, we can write it down as summation, okay, not this symbol, summation of moment of forces. And we are talking about a point. Let's say the point is O. Then the sum total of this moment is equal to moment of the resultant. Now let's write moment of the resultant like this, and the statement is saying the point of generation of moment is same, should be same. Okay, if the reference point for calculation of moment of all these forces is taken as O, then for the resultant force also the reference point should be the same. Okay, summation m to the power f, and in suffix when we are writing it as O, it denotes to the sum of moments of all the forces in the given plane, sum of moment of all forces. And when we are writing m to the power rf in suffix O, this is indication or mathematical or symbolic expression of writing moment generated by resultant force. And this resultant force is the resultant, the single force that can replace all the given forces. Okay, the resultant of the same forces. Okay, moment generated by resultant. Now let's try to put this statement, let's try to understand more about this Varignon's theorem in a diagrammatic manner. Okay, let's say this is a beam and one of the point on the beam is O, another point, let's say it is P. Okay, then assume that there are several forces that are acting on this beam OP. Okay, let's name the forces as F1, F2 and F3. Okay, and with respect to point O, the distances are something like this. Okay, let's say distance between point O and F1 is x1. Let's say distance between F2 and O is x2. In between F3 and O, the distance is, let's say, x3. Okay, let's mark the distance like this over here. Then what we can do here, we can calculate the total moment generated by these forces by doing a simple calculation, summation of moment of forces with respect to point O. We can write them down as F1 into x1. Since it is clockwise, the product is taken positive. Then F2 into x2 plus F3 into x3. Therefore we will be having a value of moment in some numerical value, it will be Newton meter. Then we can apply this Varignon's theorem to the given diagram so that we can replace these three forces F1, F2 and F3 by a single force which is called as resultant, and this resultant will be replacing this system of forces. And after drawing the new diagram, we will be able to see only single force, let's say R, and it will be having some distance x with respect to point O. Okay, when we are stating the Varignon's theorem like this, summation of moment of forces with respect to point O and moment of resultant force with respect to point O, the another statement is R into x, that is the distance from the reference point the magnitude of resultant force. See, for moment of a single force, what do we need? Force and the perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance here is x and the magnitude of force is r. Okay, therefore the sum total of moment generated by each force can be given by a resultant and its specific perpendicular distance from the same reference point. Okay, so this is the explanation for Varignon's theorem. Now, where do we use this Varignon theorem? Why do we have this Varignon theorem application? See, if we want to find a specific position of resultant with respect to a specific point, then we can use this Varignon theorem. After using the Varignon theorem, we can replace this number of forces and we can have a single resultant force, but the reference point for that will be same. Okay, we will have to apply the Varignon theorem. We will first determine the resultant of this force system, then moment generated by each force, then we will have sum total of the moment, then we will use this statement of Varignon theorem where we will be using the value of r. X will be unknown, sum total of moment will be known. See, this value will be known, the r value will be known, then we will be determining the exact location, that is the distance with respect to the reference point of the resultant force. Thereby we can determine the resultant with respect to a specific point on the plane, in the plane. Okay, this is the explanation for Varignon's theorem.